What's up, guys? We're out here with a 1997 Toyota Chaser, and if you're like us and you want to get a JDM car your whole entire life, but you can't quite go afford a Mark IV Supra or an R34 GTR, I'm going to try and convince you that this four-door family car might just be the perfect JDM car for you, even if you do live in a bustling city. My name's Seth, his name's Brian, and let's hop on in.
Here we are.
On the right side, you
on the left side. It's so weird on this side. I've been driving this for the past couple days, and McKeever's always like, oh, this side is so weird. I keep hitting brake and clutch. And I was like, no, that's just you. No, I hit the invisible brake and clutch.
Dude, I love it. And like, whenever people get in this car for the first time, and it's their first time like sitting left hand, or like in the Prado or the FD and stuff, and then you start pulling out of traffic, they seem all cool until there's a semi coming at them just like this, you know?
Absolutely. I'm always over the yellow line as well when I'm driving.
Cool. Let's get into it.
Yep.
So yeah, like we said, this is our 1997 Toyota Chaser. Yep. We imported it from Japan from a company called Driver Motorsports. If you haven't heard of them, they're based out of Virginia. They sourced this car for us. They've actually sourced a couple now, and there's some really, really cool guys, and it's kind of crazy. So we've also imported a Toyota Prado, my FD RX-7. It's a 94, and at this point, I almost kind of wish that we would have imported this first, just because it is such a cool car, and it's so easy to drive. Everything about this car has been easy and calm, and again, that's why I kind of love it just so much, you know? Yeah, this is also some struggles of like owning a right-hand drive car. It's like these roads aren't really set up for you, so it's like, let's say I'm turning like right, you know, I have to look over the passenger seat and stuff, you know? But yeah, like I said, I almost kind of wish we would have imported this car first. Just because of how easy it's been, how accessible it's been, you know? And it's like, the FD has had its fair share of problems. It's a rotary and stuff. The Toyota Prado has been a really, really cool daily driver and stuff, but it's not near as cool as this. And honestly, this car kind of sets you off on the right foot as like one of your first, you know, JDM, like right-hand drive cars.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's so cool. And like we said, this car gets a lot of comparisons and stuff, but also it's super underrated, you know?
How does this compare to the Mark IV Supra that you had?
Yeah. So early this year, we had a Mark IV Supra. It was Targa. It had a turbo. Really, really cool car. This car is way more calm than that. Just 100% like
2J versus 1J kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like, you can definitely feel some similarities just because, again, the drivetrain, the powertrains are pretty similar. This car is way more tame. It definitely gets way less looks and stuff. Like, you know, your average, you know, car enthusiast, there's a good chance they may not know what this car is. But also, this car right now is kind of set up for an entirely different purpose. The Supra was, you know, big turbo, very big horsepower, very heavy clutch and stuff. And honestly, it was kind of a pain to drive around and stuff, even though it was so cool. And it's like, when you're in it, you don't think about it too much. But when you get out, it's just like getting out of a race car. Like, your foot kind of hurts and stuff, you know, like, that clutch is heavy. But this car was actually a drift car back when it was in Japan, which is like one thing I love. Just again, it's like other side of the world. They're doing completely different stuff than you. The car had
and now it lives here in America.
Yeah, exactly. You know, now it's on backcountry roads and stuff, and going to the cities in Charlotte, a little bit different than Tokyo. But yeah, this is actually a drift car when it was in Tokyo and stuff. Had a big old angle kit on the front, had a welded diff in the rear, and that's why this clutch makes this little rattling noise every time you get on it.
That lightweight flywheel.
But again, it's like, I remember like my dad first got in it, he didn't really understand and stuff, and he was like, something is horribly wrong with this car. And he actually told the guys from Driver to come down to his house, and he's like, you guys got to drive it. Like, what's wrong with it? And they're like, no, this is exactly how it's supposed to be, you know? Like, we can like help you with the diff and stuff, but like, it's actually going to drive worse if we do that. And like, same thing was like, my brother got in it, and he's always been a very big like European car guy and stuff, like M2s and stuff, M3s. And he was like, oh, we need another car for the passenger seat. Like, it looks so weird. And then
like,
my dad was trying to like,
JDM way.
It's like, this is how it's actually, like, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, this is very, very cool over there. And also, like, for someone who's like grown up around like JDM, like, oh yeah, always idolizing the cars and stuff. Like, man, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, this is what makes it so cool, you know?
Absolutely. It's so fun looking at people that like are looking at other cars and then fixate on this car because the driver's not over here. And they're just like, what did I just see?
All the time. The funniest reactions I get, especially in this, not the Prado, just because it's not as flashy as like the FD or anything.
Exactly.
It's like grandmas, and like especially because I always have my windows down and stuff. And they look over and they're like, you're on the wrong side of the road. And they're like, what are you doing over there? And I'm like, I'm just having fun over here, man. Like, what do you mean?
Right.
Yeah, this car also gets a ton of comparison. I would compare it more to like like a GTST or there's like a GTR and stuff.
I can see
but
that.
Again, it's all the same thing. Like if you're importing one, like you're probably a fan of the other and stuff.
Yeah.
And like when I think about two, I don't think like what are you missing if you're in this rather than the GTR? And it's like, well, you know, like let's say I want to take the track. Like
besides the name of it, I don't think anything. I think you benefit more from something like this.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, you have 4 doors.
Driving purposes, you know?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's like daily drivability.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Toyota. It's probably never going to die.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty cool feeling
that's always
to have.
a positive.
And again, like the R34, especially the GTR and stuff, it's way more iconic. Like, let's say you're going to a car show or anything, or even just trying to like impress like people who don't know anything about cars. There's a good chance they know what a Skyline is.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And not many people know what this is. And people who do know about it absolutely adore it.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, but it's like, well, let's say we take it to the track. You're probably not taking a stock R34 to the track. You're probably doing something to it first. So if you give both cars an opportunity to like, have some stuff to them, you know, be track prepared and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. There's a good chance I'd probably take this, and it's like, yeah, it's not the R32. Like the R32 is one of the most winningest sports cars like in history and stuff, and the R34 isn't really that. But I'm not saying it isn't a great track car. But you look at the guys like the guys that drove a driver. They have 2 chasers they've built just for the track. One with a 1J, one with a 2J. And dude, I've been on track with them. They're
like track days, right? Not like drift days. Track
days. Straight up at Virginia International Raceway.
Yeah.
Is where the company's based out of. Us as well. So like I've seen them there plenty of times, and dude, they absolutely adore it. Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I'm having too much fun. We're just gonna take a whole entire trip through the city. And that's again what I love about this car is like you were driving the other day, and it's like you can sit here and just put it in third,
just grandma it.
Yeah, just chill. And then if you want to, you can downshift and just have some fun with a big old 1J. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think you can beat this. This has been one of my favorite cars. I really like the exterior color of this. Like it's blue some days, it's green some days. Like it's such a pretty, like
gorgeous
classic color, especially with the bronze work wheels.
It's definitely a Toyota color. I love it. Like come to realize.
Yeah.
And it's like it's called like a mica pearl.
Yeah.
And it says green. It's like mica green pearl.
Green,
But it's
you
like
can tell it's green. Yeah.
Just like you said, from any angle, it's blue or it's black, or you get up close, right? And it's like, oh, this car is actually green.
Absolutely.
And again, that's like, this car is again very low key, definitely understated, but at any point, there's absolutely everything. And like, look at this.
It just wants to go.
Like one big problem that I have with my FD is it like bottoming out, especially in the city, you know? But it's like, yes, this car is pretty much like slammed to the ground.
This
but
is
as
the
you can see, I'm not
bumpiest road in Charlotte, and it takes it just fine.
But say, if you know like South Boulevard, like South End, that's where we're at right now. So you know how bad these roads are and stuff. And I was just going all the way through the gears. Absolutely fine. Not bottoming out at all.
Nope.
Which is insane.
It's a little stiffer than normal, but that's what you get with a kind of car like this. But like you said, no bottoming out, no, the fenders are fine. Like it's the exhaust didn't scrape.
Not a chance. And it's
I love this.
I just love it.
Interior's flawless. All this carbon fiber. I don't think this is OEM. I think this is aftermarket. But man, they made it look OEM like it's nothing.
Again, that's why I love this car coming from like halfway across the world and stuff. Is like someone in Japan modded this car like completely for themselves, you know. And now it's like now we've got it. And there are some like things we want to do. The car definitely needs a little TLC. Like it was a drift car at one point, so it's like the headliner is sagging a little bit, and it's like that's an easy change. And I was like,
that's for 27 years old though. This car looks. I mean, so now that it's 27, that's why it could be in the States, right? Because the 25-year rule.
Yeah, so I think it's 21 or 25. Yeah, it's the whole like import ban.
Yeah. I believe it's 25. Yeah,
and if you don't know, so like basically during like the gas crisis and stuff, they kind of like took a hold on importing cars, like all your European cars, especially Japanese cars and stuff. It's like that's why we're gonna get all like the cool like M wagons or anything, you know. But yeah, now that like that 21-year import ban is up, we're finally getting all these like JDM icons and stuff. And it's like a couple years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, we started getting the R34s and stuff, especially the GTSTs. Now we're getting the GTRs and stuff, and people actually think it's like kind of a bad thing. Like, oh no, they're gonna all the R34s and kind of like come over and they're gonna get so expensive and stuff. Well, it's like
for the first year,
those cars, it'll probably be expensive
for the first year,
but it's a Skyline, dude. They built 1 billion of them. It's Nissan, you know. The prices will probably end up going down a little bit, which is really, really cool. And it's like, honestly, there might be cars with the Chasers that even go up in value and stuff. Especially because again, if you're ever importing a car, don't just buy the first one you see. You know, like you got to go research the car,
Yep.
and again, have a company, or if you can, like, go actually see it.
That's
if you have a
huge.
chance, like, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to go see my car I want to buy in Japan.
Yeah.
Make a trip out of it. Like, make
Yeah,
it a
go
special
drive it over
experience.
there and then bring it over.
I want to do that so badly,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And again, I think you would get such an appreciation for these cars. Especially, like, imagine, like, you were to
Yeah.
go, like, buy this car, you go see it in Japan, meet the dude or girl who had it, go to, like, a car meet with them in Japan. That is, like, the
Oh my
ultimate, like,
God.
JDM adventure.
Stick around so we can go to Japan and we can do this. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna do this.
Project Race Car Japan road trip.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Oh,
that
I
would
can't
be
wait.
insane.
Can't
Just
wait.
going and just torn out, going like
Yep.
Milwaukee and stuff. Because like
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of stuff like Initial D and all that. So it's
Yeah.
like.
Is
man,
that how you got into all the JDM stuff? Is it because of
like anime? Yeah,
and
totally.
Initial D? That's cool.
And again, like of course, like the Fast and Furious movies help, and like
Yeah,
that's why like I
definitely.
compare this car a lot to like the R34s,
Yeah.
and, like the FDs and the Mark IV Supras. But yeah, like anime is like a massive.
And this was like
reason.
the redheaded stepchild that no one really knows about. I learned
Yeah.
about it a couple years ago through Adam LZ because he went over to Japan to go buy a couple of them, and I had no idea what this was.
Dude.
No idea.
Honestly, like I wasn't quite like a hater or anything, but like I was very much like an R34 fanboy, like
Yeah.
my whole entire life. That's what I grew up with. I'm like that exact generation where it's like that's the car we idolize
Yeah.
more than like anything. So I
Yeah.
didn't really have an appreciation for this. But now that I have it,
Okay. Yeah.
dude, I absolutely like adore it. And that's
Oh, yeah.
my dad as well. It's like he's a 65-year-old guy, and it's like their day he was going to a car meet. He put down the keys to a 720S
Yep.
to go drive a 90s Toyota
I can see it.
Chaser. You know,
I can see it. This has so much more emotion. It invokes so much more emotion.
Hey, dude,
You
exactly.
know,
It's
not
got-
that the 720S is a bad car. It's just, it's different when this is a very analog car.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it shifts fantastic. It's so easy to rev match, and it's like, especially being
It's
on the
got a
right hand
cable
side.
throttle, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like you get used to driving on the side so easily, and it feels really natural and stuff.
Yeah.
And think about it. First gear is exactly where it's supposed to be, so
Yeah.
it's still over and to the left,
Yep.
or up and I guess to the left and up.
Yeah.
Which like, and again, it's like you get in it and like you start thinking about all these things, and very quickly it just becomes an experience.
Yep.
You forget about I'm on the right side, but I can learn how to shift from my left hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It definitely gets, you have to get used to it.
Yeah.
You know, especially first and second. But other than that,
I just love
it takes just a little bit. But no, I love that this is the first car that we get to do a Project Race Car review on.
I'm about to say, it's gonna be hard to top this one now.
It will, yeah, definitely. But we would love to collaborate with so many other people. And if you would please just hit us up, either Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And if you want us to come review your car, Seth with you, or vice versa, like, please let us know. We want to collaborate with anybody and everybody.
Yeah, I
Not
totally
just these
agree.
kind of cars. I mean, SUVs, trucks, anything that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I love about our whole entire like team and stuff. It's like you have kids like me who grew up like anime and like JDM stuff. You have
Yeah.
like guys like Hunter who are just like a massive like European scene.
Yep.
Guys like B who love the off-road stuff. So
Yep.
it's like we have an appreciation for everything.
For everything,
But yeah,
yeah.
thank you so much for watching. And again, like let us know. We have a ton of cars that we want to go take out and
yeah,
review.
absolutely.
And honestly, start taking some cool cars to the track and stuff.
Mhm.
We have some really, really cool stuff lined up for the future. So again, stay tuned and thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right, see you guys.